folks, like we talked about earlier, sportsmanship. And this is going to be some of the best sportsmanship, I think, in this side of esports. You're about to watch Porsche Cup racing from Hockenheim, Germany, the full circuit, and these drivers are going to put it all on the line for you. So park it there, mates. This is the Haymaker Cup, and I am so happy to be a part of it. Same team, our gold team helped out the blue team because our driver UDP Saki and gold team driver Token Abyss had a moment at Tora. I'll pull it up now. Now the timing changes. I didn't edit the video, but I'll just show it to you. This is Token in the gold team car. This is the Project Haymaker car, the Mayhaker car that I'm actually sitting in now. Now we're going to speed it up just a little bit. But that is UDP Saki right there, who ran out in the blue team Corvette, ran out of fuel way back in golf. And so we're going to speed it up here a little bit and get through Indianapolis, get through Arnage. You see Token giving bumps, and watch here in a second, you're going to see prototypes, GTs flying by. Now, heading into the Porsche curves, it got a little bit crazy. You're going to see a shove here get a little bit too hard to watch. You're going to see Saki nearly lose it in karting. They get it back together, but proud to say, gold team pushes blue team all the way back to the pits without incident or anything else crazy happening. So you want to talk about sportsmanship, that is it right there. Love to see that. Top 10. In the points, it's going to look a little bit like this. After 6 rounds, we've got Chaos Fox on top by only 14 points. So Maria is definitely going to be pounding the pavement tonight. And Token Abyss, not too far off the lead there either. We got another couple drivers there close. Saki and Haymaker within just about 10 points. And another close one there. 2 points apart, Jamesy and Blame the Roadie. I don't think either one of them are here tonight. Get the audio turned up a little. There we go. We are green, green, green. Already 3 wide going into turn 1. Token Abyss gonna try to get away from the danger. And they sort out 2 by 2, just a little bit behind. Now Maria already up. Chaos Fox also trying to make a little bit of progress here. You can track there in that blue and gold. Now Iris and Racing Bacon try not to gum each other up there as they try to get through turn 2. We've got a car around. That's Pop Leopard. Not sure if there was contact there, but looks like everybody else has pretty much survived. Going back to the front now. Checking on the lead. Whoa, hold on a second. That's Lanchoos. Getting a little bit sideways out of the hairpin. I tell you what, I can't catch it with... Already, oh goodness, Maria off into the sand there. That's going to allow Bacon to catch up a bit. Maria now back on it, getting on pace. Now has a mirror full of Chaos Fox. This is exactly what she doesn't need. With these two this close in the points, it's going to be all about your best average finish tonight. Just average better than the other one. Because what do we say here? Base hits win ball games? Or is it breathe, head down, hit your marks? I think we say them both here. Now Racing Bacon, whoa! Crazy rejoins, both of them there. We saw Maria and Chaos Fox, both those cars, all of a sudden they pointed them right and the cars bit. And back onto the racing surface they went. UDP Saki up behind Chaos Fox. They're getting a sniff. As most of the top 10 starts to narrow out, nose to tail. A little bit of a battle here for 11th. We'll come back to this group here in a second. We got the 25 cars, or no, as you were, we got the 25 holding off RH Winner. That's the 91 Porsche. RH Winner part of the gold team as well, along with Token Abyss. Trying to get it done on the outside. Gonna have to lift a bit because that was really tight on the hairpin. Purple Vortex taking up the real estate. Oh, Token getting into the gravel. just takes enough momentum away, and that's Racing Bacon to the lead. And Bacon shuts the door. And through the Ravenall Parabolic in the final corner, this is going to be Racing Bacon's lead lap projected. Yeah, Token even hanging it out there. Maria Tudor and Apex Irish G looking on. But that one is going to go to Racing Bacon. Congratulations on that lead lap. And now, as the mirror full of Token, Racing Bacon get a little bit loose coming out of turn 1. And this is one of those situations. The car. And yeah, I know what it says, but this is my show, and we're independent, and I can do what I want. I'll show what I want. Token Abyss now can't even fit the smell of a portion between those two, but here comes Token. Almost looked like a bump draft now. Going to jump to the inside. Racing Bacon on the outside. Token dives to the inside. It's a crossover. Bacon going to get the bite out of the corner. Meanwhile, just a little bit behind there, we've got Maria Tudor with a mirror full of Irish G. Irish G, newcomer to the series. Races in other leagues. Want to say I've seen them at Tora and some other joints. I know the name. Just trying to think off the top of my head. I've got two. Oh, look at that. Bacon goes just a little bit wide. That's Token Abyss back to the lead. Bacon hanging way wide, just keeping it legal there. Tires just to the inside of the Bickerhead sausage. Bacon not out of this one yet, and I think some of that battling is starting to, oh, there goes Maria again. We talked about the move earlier, the infamous back to the front pass, and showing some of those braking skills there. Now Apex to the inside. Maria, it's a little hard to get everybody on camera here because we got two battles at once. I got an idea. Let's do this and this. We could probably ride on board with Apex. Give us a good view there. Oh, Bacon ends up going wide. Maria Tudor is going to attempt the split. That's going to force. Oh, no. That was Token Abyss. Into the dirt. They tried to go 3 wide there. And that did not work. Bacon goes wide, and just that split, it looked like Maria was going to try to go up through the middle there, and Token, best I could tell because we were on board at the time, looked like bounced off of Maria, and there's nowhere to go. If you got 3 cars together, somebody is going to lose that battle. Let's see, Apex Irish G still chasing down Racing Bacon. Looks like on the right there, trying to take a sniff. Now nose to the lead. Let's see if Bacon's going to pull off the crossover again. Pulls it off. And that shuffle allows Maria Tudor. I don't know if you saw that in the background. That was Chaos Fox getting a little loose. Looks like Chaos is back on it. So we're going to go back to the front. 6 to go this time by. Ooh, now we're going too wide through the Einfahrt Parabolica. Now onto the backstretch. Maria around Apex Irish G the hard way. Gets a little grip on the right coming out of that exit. Whoa, Iris gets a little bit loose there. I think they were trying a little bump draft with Saki. Sim Twitch gets loose. That's going to open the door for UDP Saki. Going to look to the inside. Nope, going to fall back in line. Irish G to third. Saki to fourth. Maria Tudor sets her sights on Racing Bacon. Says, I was gone for a week. I want to come back with a vengeance. This is my track. I feel like maybe, you know, don't push it too hard as long as you can see them. You can, ooh, Saki really going wide there. Some of these drivers got to remember the old lift as you change racing medium. As you cross surfaces, sometimes it's necessary to lift throttle just a little bit, so that way you're not getting too skittish. You know, just slip sliding all over the place. It's like a Like a drive Catalunya and try to keep it matted through all those through all the chicanes and let me know how it goes. You know, this is another one of those tracks. One spot you definitely have to practice that is right in the Ravenel U-turn, because the surface change you experience if you hit both apexes, you will experience up to 5 surface changes. Did y'all know that? Even those soft, grippy tires were skimming over those alligator teeth, kind of like you see Saki doing there. You see how there was that rubber laid down? The reason why is even as grippy. Ooh, Racing Bacon taking a look. Maria with a defensive maneuver. Oh, tried hard. A little bit of crossover there. Maria still defending the inside through this chicane. That was close. Now Bacon back up to the front. Iris looking to pick off. Maria definitely not done here, all over the back bumper of Bacon. But yeah, as those tires skim, even when you watch it in slow-mo, those are just those little microtransactions. It happens, you know, in the blink of an eye. But it's just enough to, you know, when you're dealing with 100 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour, it'll send, you know, a 3,200-pound car sideways. Super easy. It's super, super easy. See Bacon sliding out there. That's because Bacon hit those sausages. And that is a gamble that you run. You hold down that throttle. Speaking of, watch the throttle here. Let's see what Bacon does through here. You're going to see see it work. See the pedal work? That's because of the position. Oh, Maria Tudor. Now looking to the inside. It was 2 to go this time by Maria. To the inside of the Einfahrt Parabolica. Tries to make it stick and does. Now onto the backstretch. Going to capitalize on the width of Racing Bacon's corner entry. But now Racing Bacon's got a little lead to the inside. Going to try to slingshot around. A little bit of a shake and bake. Maria deep into the braking zone. It's what she's known for here at Hockenheim. And that was textbook. No skid. Forces. Well, not necessarily forces Bacon wide. The room was there. But psychologically, you drive them to the outside when you do that. And that is just part of the psychology of racing. Bacon now having to hold their own against Apex Iris G, who is holding their own against UDP Saki. Half a lap remains in this one until we come across that flag stand, and that's going to be the white flag out in a moment. These 4 have not let up. Ooh, drifting it now to the inside. Bacon all the way out on the paint. Hangs on to it, but we're too wide going through the Ravenel. Bacon making it stick, working that throttle all over the place. The Cougar swinging around, hanging too again onto the drag strip. Maria Tudor, your leader, as these 4 cars, Bacon into the sand. The white flag is out. Maria Tudor takes the white flag. Iris G now in the hunt. Saki's 3rd. Racing Bacon got off, unfortunately, into the gravel trap, exiting the final corner. And that is going to knock them back to 4th. Probably going to take him out of this one. Maria Tudor, who a few laps ago retook the lead, held off Racing Bacon. Going to keep it clean through the last couple of corners. Maria Tudor on the straightaway for the first one. Back after an absence, making a statement, says, hey, forget about me? I don't think so. I think I'm your points leader again. That is it. Here we go. Green, green, green. We are underway again for heat number 2 of 3 tonight at Hockenheim Ring, Germany. Move back just a little bit and check out some of the crowd action. Just a bit, because we had some action here last lap and we missed it. They're 3 wide coming out of the Einfahrt Parabolica. Ooh, a little bit of contact there between Haymaker and one of the WBR machines. It's Pan Hyriday looking way to the outside, gonna try to make it 4 wide in front of Haymaker. Now they all think better of it. Go back in 2 by 2. It's actually right on board with Pan for just a moment. We're gonna look at some of the action here in the back of the pack. As they go 2 by 2 through the hairpin. Now up at the front, we've got Racing Bacon to the lead. We'll have them on camera in just a moment. Slowing down a little bit through the kink there. That is, let me see, Wasabi and RH Winner. Really really close. Let's scoot up a little bit. 2 by 2. Haymaker holding strong, trying to pass Wasabi on the outside. Secures the spot for P11. Kicks it, turns it with the throttle. Going to try to follow RH Winner into this hairpin. Just a little in front of Winner. We've got the WBR machines of Token Abyss and Pop Leopard. You can see at the factory, oh, deep into the zone, Chaos Fox. Looks like they're all gonna swap over there. That was Saki played it cool. I think Chaos tried to drive it in deep there and just ended up locking up a bit. Let's go back to the replay cam. Still got the 3-car battle going on back here. Maria looking to the inside of Chaos Fox, gonna try to make it pay down in turn 2 through the Einfahrt, but that is still going to keep them narrow. Now we got Fox fighting back on the inside. Maria the hard way around again. Both fighting for Saki's draft. Maria trying to do some of that hard breaking into the hairpin and just about catches all the way up to Saki too. Drawing these 3 drivers back together, but if they want to see that lead, they are going to have to work together. These drivers saying, hey, it's not just the leaders putting on a show. Check out the back of the pack. We got a little something going on back here. I think they know they're on TV, so now we're gonna do it up. I think Wasabi needs a little screen time. We're gonna get Wasabi up on here as they battle series namesake UDP Haymaker. Haymaker hanging 2 out there, just nearly kicking up some grass as they try to negotiate a 2-wide Einfahrt Parabolica. That is Wasabi now. See, the front of that car is really lurching back. Kind of interesting the way it's doing that. I don't know if that's a glitch. It's probably a glitch. I think it might be kind of like the it was like the Jaguar or something. The car looked like it's riding really high off the ground, even though it's not. Wasabi getting some of the grass there. Right behind Saki there, that battle for 4th. Those are the 2 that are literally fighting for the points. Because if I remember, Maria has just, now this is just some quick Top Gear math. Don't quote me exactly, but I want to say that they are kind of about tied up, depending on the points awarded for this round. It does change per round because we have different heats per round, and Maria Tudor, I think, may have just tied it up. So now these drivers are really fighting for the lead in the points. And with only 4 rounds, or 3 rounds after this one left, not much time left to go. Maria, once again, the hard way, trying to make it work because she knows she gets the inside of the hairpin and is just a demon on the brakes. In that hairpin, nobody could stop her. She is up to 3rd place now. And it looks like Chaos Fox capitalized on that maneuver. Saki getting shuffled to 5th. But Chaos Fox cannot lose sight of Maria Tudor. Now Saki taking a dive back on, says, hold on a second, I'm out for self here. I know you're battling for points, but hold on a second. Chaos. They tried to follow Maria there. Oh, Saki getting just a little bit of the dirt. Unfortunately slows down, and now look who has joined the conversation here. This is Token Abyss. A little less than 6 to go this time by Chaos. Ooh, deep dive into the hairpin. Just touching Maria Tudor's fender there. Didn't look intentional. Looked like just a little accident, but racing incident, as we say. It is very much in Chaos's interest to stay with Maria because that is the points lead. Chaos having to go safety wide. Ooh, look out. Leave the space. Really close there. Token on the inside. They had to leave a 1-car width for Chaos as they were starting to rejoin the track because there's a wall there, folks. The battle pack comes through. Decisions get made. Sometimes you get bumped. Sometimes you get shuffled. Sometimes you just kind of end up on the outside of a what I call freight train. Chaos Fox. Whoa, again. Really close on the wall there. Just shades of the last lap. Token Abyss having to leave the space because if you don't, it's that's That's it's like a, what is it, Sonoma. It's like the wall at Sonoma. Now it looks like just up there in the distance, Apex Irish G has caught. Ooh, yeah, definitely caught Race and Bacon. They're now actually side by side. Going through turns 7 and 8. That is Race and Bacon just kind of, you know, Iris knocked on the door and said, hey, you home? And Bacon said, oh, yeah. Hurry up, put out the cigarette, fan the smoke away. Yeah, I've been home the whole time. Hold on. It wasn't expected company. I've kind of been on cruise control here. And I think maybe with these battles going on, let's take a lap with these drivers. We're going to hop on board. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. We got Iris G. Just a second. Iris G taking a sniff on the outside. Maybe going to try for a crossover. A little bit of contact. You saw Reese and Bacon just a little loose. Iris G backs out of it. Just doing the sportsman thing. You don't want to spin anybody out. You try to avoid it if you can. You try. Sometimes we body check the homies. Just saying. Oh, Iris G now down to the inside, looking to try the Maria. Oh, getting a bite back on the outside, but looks like Bacon. Oh, yeah, just gets back in front. Bacon still secure it. I was kind of worried there because Iris G had a bite coming off of the hairpin. Got a really good bite coming off the corner. Yeah, see, good drive off the corner there out of Apex Irish G. And now, going by the wall of death. See how close it is? It's pretty close. Her points, the only one that is actually just is in the middle of a battle themselves. That is UDP Chaos Fox. They are the two highest in the points, practically tied right now, and that is Token Abyss trying to get around Chaos. Not let Saki by, because Saki's back up. Back up to that little group. Says, hold on a second. I want to see if I can get what I can get here. But back up to the front through the Ravenall Parabolica. This is Race and Bacon going to try to hold off Irish G. Irish G could smell it. You saw deep into the zone. I think even gave just a little bit of a shove there. Race and Bacon goes low. Going to protect the line. And that's Race and Bacon. Race and Bacon with a win in heat number 2. Good job, Maria, with a little bit of a celebratory spin back there. Apex Irish G, second place. And if it doesn't, I'll up it again. And I'll keep doing it until I have all the audio. Just kidding. This is heat 3. Let's go, folks. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Pan Hiraday and Lanchu is going to lead us off on row 1. This is the reverse grid, and already we are fanning out several cars wide. Going to scoot the camera back. Oh, we got Pan loose. 3 wide by 2 by 3. They go out of turn 2. All these drivers fighting for position, and you know the drivers in the back are like, okay, well, let's try to get that jump on the other drivers in the back as soon as we can. Win the race in turn 1, right? But no, crazy maneuvers already on the way. UDP Haymaker up a couple of spots to P2, but look at Chaos Fox up several spots on the replay, bumping teammate UDP Haymaker. Now, not league teammate, just name teammate. Chaos Fox up a few spots there. Token Abyss as well. Saki and Maria capitalize on that start as they start their march to the front. Now 2 wide there. Haymaker hanging it out. Watch out for the wall of death there. So Maria following Saki down through the paint as they try to pull off a twofer on Haymaker. That's going to be a double pass. Maria had to lift a little bit there, it looks like. in order for all that to work out, but it looks like everybody's settled out, and here comes Racing Bacon up behind Haymaker. Whoa, going wide there. That's Lanchus out in the dirt. It's like the leader's the Void. No major incident. Now a cone went flying. Okay, back to the front. Because this one is not over yet. We've got a side-by-side battle for the lead. This is Chaos Fox now up to the front. Now Token Abyss second, Saki third, Maria fourth. Chaos Fox trying to make it work the long way around and do one of those hard breaks through. Earlier, Chaos Fox has had some crazy trips through the hairpin. Let's see if they can get it woed up. Looks like they do, but here comes Token Abyss with the crossover. Now the charge through. Token Abyss to the lead. Chaos Fox second, Maria Tudor up to third. Saki fourth. My goodness. Definitely keeping me employed tonight. Everybody tucking it in, watching out for that concrete wall. Saki. Oh no. That's chaos in the dirt. Not what they needed right now, because here comes Iris G up the inside. Well documented underdogs in the series. A couple of drivers are, the picks to, if not be champion, at least, finish in a podium position. So not an easy task here. Iris G going around the outside of Saki in the Raven Parabolic. Very gutsy move there. The stadium lights up. Ooh. A little bit of action going down here. The battle for second. Maria gets a little bit loose there. Looks like had to try to save it, so that's going to open the door for Iris. Now, Iris G from Apex up to the second place now in turn one. Maria Tudor, I don't know if she's done yet. Maybe gonna peek to the inside. No. Stay close. Stay close. It's like Iris had a really good drive out of there too. Now just a little further behind, we've got this three-car shuffle of Saki, Bacon, and Chaos. No particular order there. Rolling in kind of a triangle formation. It's an interesting way to do this, but they're making it work. Just three crazy cats trying to make it in this world. Old tires don't flex as well. They're less pliable. The contact patch is not as reliable, and so you end up sliding around. It's kind of like trying to get traction out of a basketball on a gym floor, whereas like a freshly waxed one. Whereas proper tire, proper inflation, get you some traction like Maria Tudor just got around Iris G for second place again. That was the hairpin demon on the brakes, manages to get it done. Now Iris is gonna say, I don't know about that. Gonna take a sniff, but I don't think had enough car there by the time they got to the braking zone. Maria shuts it down. Defensive maneuvers. This little kind of mid-pack that we've been seeing. Now Saki's starting to get a little piece of this pie. Whoa, Iris G. Oh no. Little loose. It's going to allow Bacon through. Iris falls to fifth. And Saki, patient, now currently fourth. 2 to go this time by. Too wide now in the Einfahrt Parabolica. That is Iris there. Really good performance today, gotta say, out of Apex Irish. And I know that after a crazy Le Mans and all that stuff, I know Token, oh no! Token into the dirt! Now, I don't know if Token thought that was going to be the final lap there, but that was not the final lap. Ended up going wide on a defensive maneuver. Now going door to door with Maria Tudor. I think they are duking it out. Should be interesting. Now Maria to the lead. They are getting physical. Shades of Days of Thunder out here. And just like that, we've got blue team versus gold team. UDP Enduro drivers now going at it. This is Token Abyss. Gonna follow Maria into the hairpin. Let's see what goes on here. Maria trying to not show her hand. Token to the inside. Maria looking for a drive off the corner. Token going wide. Gonna have to make a little room here. Share the track. This is Token back to the front. Maria goes safety wide. Comes back across. Token defensive maneuver. Maria with a shove. Now door to door through turns 7 and 8. Heading onto the mid backstretch. Maria going way wide. Token gonna have to make some room. Maria squeaks the concrete wall. Token back to the lead. Now going too wide. Drives it too deep. Maria up the inside to the lead again. Race and Bacon up to third. Saki now shuffled to fourth as they battle with Irish G in the background. But right now, all eyes are on Maria Tudor. Can she pull off the upset here? Token Abyss leads the whole race. Maria with a last lap pick. Token hangs it all out, as some of the drivers do. Cannot get it done. Maria Tudor at the line. Your winner, 2 wins, comes back from a vacation tonight, picks off Token Abyss in a last lap burner. Absolutely incredible. Just when you think you've seen it all here at HMC, these drivers find a way to surprise you. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. I'm your hostess, Ellie Evans, aka UDP Valkyrie, the voice of Forza and sometimes Wreckfest. And you can catch me here on weekends and at odd times. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing HYR too. So for everyone here at the Haymaker Cup, thank you so much for watching. And I'll be seeing y'all around. Stay safe. And if you can't stay safe, stay fast.